One of the most biblically significant places that we go to in Israel is Capernaum. This is the place where a lot of the disciples were from, Peter, Andrew, James, John, and Matthew, all from that little village on the Sea of Galilee. It was really amazing to see it all. When you go there, you can see the remains of some houses, see the remains of a market, the remains of a synagogue that is still there. Some of it actually very well preserved. There is one location nobody actually knows what it is, because I believe it's the Byzantine Christians, whenever they were in that area, if there was a place of scriptural significance, they would build a structure around it with 8 points, 8 different corners. And whenever you see that in Israel, it actually happens quite frequently, that you'll find an 8-cornered structure around something that had spiritual significance to those people. It's not said what it is. A lot of people believe that's where Jesus healed Peter's mother-in-law. There's no inscription anywhere that's not in the Bible, but something significant, or at least the Byzantine Christians believed it was significant, happened at that spot in Capernaum. There is a section of columns or pillars that have very specific markings on them. They give us amazing historical details. One of them has a Star of David, the 6-pointed star, which is pretty interesting. There's a lot of people that think that that symbol was made up recently, but here we have a actual carving in stone on a pillar that probably would have been next to the synagogue in ancient Capernaum. But by far, one of the most fascinating things you can see in Capernaum, and you can miss it if you don't know where to look. Along this row of columns with different carvings on them, there's an inscription from 4th century AD. The person who carved this inscription on the pillar, his name is Alphaeus, the son of John of the house of Zebedee. This means that that surname, if you will, survived even as far as the 4th century AD. That's amazing because you don't often find names that you can also find in scripture in archaeology. It's very rare when that happens. I'll be sharing another one with you of a name that appears in stone in the nation of Israel that you can also find in scripture. A very rare and fascinating occurrence when that happens. After going there the first time, I could see why Capernaum was one of the most popular places for any biblical studies tour in the Holy Land. It is amazing. There is so much history, so many accounts from our Bible that took place in that very spot. I absolutely cannot wait to see the look on your face when you see some of these places around Israel in person. So if you have any interest in joining the Allens on a trip to Israel November of this year, you can send an email to israeltrip@allenministries.com. Also, you can check out theallensmusic.com and click on the Israel tab and read all about it. We even have our schedule up there for you to see. So, until next time, this has been Tales from Israel.